Sandia, Spanish for watermelon. Some say the name refers to the watermelon color the rocky face turns at sunset. Sandia Peak rises 10,000 plus feet above sea level. The rugged terrain provides many challenging trails. For Duke City denizens, the foothills offer a nearby location to explore the high desert. As a longtime hiker, the Sandia foothills have been where I work out, walk my dogs, and take a lot of pictures. Though I have hiked the many trails up in the foothills, my favorites are the Elena Gallegos open space and Embudo Canyon. South of Elena Gallegos is the foothills open space. This more than 2,600 acre space of rugged, steep sloped hills and gravelly drainages is great for hikers, bikers, and horse riding. There are different trailheads that can be accessed through here. Embudo Trail in the Glenwood Hills neighborhood. Piedralisa at the end of Candelaria. Copper Trailhead at the east end of Copper. The Embudo Canyon can be entered from the Embudo Trailhead at the end of Manal or at the east end of Indian School Road. Embudo in Spanish means funnel, and this canyon certainly fits the definition of a funnel. A large meadow basin drains into a very narrow canyon before it opens up again towards the trailhead. From the parking lot, Trail 193, better known as the Embudo Trail, heads east. Remember to follow trail courtesy. Bikes yield to hikers and horses, and hikers yield to horses. The trail is a gravelly type of sand and begins to move upward in elevation quickly. Here along the trail is mostly chamisa, crama grass, Apache plume, and some mountain mahogany. In winter times, wildflowers bloom, yuccas blossom, and cactus open their colorful flowers. The trail continues east past a large water storage tank. And then the trail becomes a steep incline to the top of the earthen dam. Once on top of the dam, you can see the trail follows the natural drainage from the canyon. Looking west is a view of Albuquerque along the Rio Grande, the West Mesa volcanoes, the escarpment of the Petroglyph National Monument, and in the far distance, Mount Taylor. The trail descends east off the dam and intersects Trail 365, which pretty much traverses the foothills in a north-south direction. Near this junction, 193 crosses into the Sandia Mountain Wilderness, which of course is managed by the National Forest Service. At At this point, the Embudo Trail leaves the city of Albuquerque open space. Although this part of the trail is not Albuquerque open space, it is always worth a jaunt into the wilderness. The effects of the drought have taken its toll in the Sandia wilderness. The once lush vegetation seen in this video taken several years ago has virtually diminished. The Embudo Spring. At one time, water ran through here nearly year-round. Now the cottonwoods, elms, and willows are gone. Dried up like bones in a desert. From here the Embudo Trail climbs up the human-made rock steps and follows the narrow canyon east up over large boulders and through thick vegetation. Eventually the trail opens up into the large meadow that I spoke of earlier. Here at the western edge of the meadow stands an old oak tree among the cottonwoods and other brush. The trail heads up around the old oak. Or if you prefer, follow the arroyo. The Embudo Trail eventually climbs up the mountain to meet the Tres Pistolas Trail and then onto Oso Pass, where you could keep climbing to the South Peak or head down the trail to end up at the Embudo Trailhead in the Glenwood Hills neighborhood. At the east end of the Meadow Basin, I stop at a stand of rocks that I call the Dog Rocks. A particular rock resembles the head of a dog. The view from here is fantastic. You can see the whole meadow and out to Albuquerque and the Rio Grande Valley. This is a good place for a little meditation, maybe have a snack, and let the breeze wash across your face, and take a pic with your hiking buddy. The landscape is dotted with piñon, junipers, and oak. The cottonwood and other brush grow along the arroyos and drainages. The area is abundant with wildlife too. Mule deer, coyotes, cougars, bear, rabbits, and squirrels can be seen frequently, and there are a large variety of birds. Lizards throughout, and I have encountered several rattlesnakes in these parts. The Sandia foothills will always be a favorite place to hike and bring my dogs. Remember to keep your dog on a leash always. In the open space, it's a regulation, but not so much in the Sandia mountain wilderness. But I advise keeping your dogs on a leash so they don't run off or in case they encounter a rattler. And remember to pick up after your pup. Most trailheads have a poop bag dispenser. Always bring water for you and your pet. Wear suitable shoes and bring a snack. Depending on the weather, wear appropriate clothes. It may look like a nice day, but we all know the weather can change in a moment. Stay out of arroyos and ditches during thunderstorms and rainfall because of flash floods. Wear sunscreen and wear a hat as the New Mexico sun is brutal even in the winter. Above all, be safe and happy hiking. For more information on Albuquerque Open Space, go to the Open Space website